What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. Today we got another unboxing package here, a quick little video for you guys to enjoy. I received this package here just the other day. I'm just about getting ready to unbox it here. Wanted to share the experience with you guys, sort of share my first impressions of the knives that are in here. At first I was a little surprised because it says it came directly from QSP USA, so that's a little hint. We got some QSP knives in here. Then I realized it comes from the Apex knife pass around. So shout out to Blade Banter over there in the Apex knife pass around, which I'm very grateful to be part of. That being said, we're gonna get into this package here today. We're gonna unbox it and see what it is all about. Doing the honors today, we have the Kansept Cosmos. All right, this is a very interesting design here from Demko Knives. I did an unboxing and I just finished recording the review video for this one, which will be in the channel here very shortly. All right, pleasure to EDC this thing, super drop shotty, very interesting blade geometry there, right? Carbon fiber, titanium. Been loving the whole carry experience on this one. And of course, this knife and every other knife, including the ones that you'll see from the box, are going to be linked down below in the description if you want to learn more, or if you're considering purchasing one of them. Of course, it does help out the channel when you use those links, but that is entirely up to you. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and figure out the password here for this box. Do a little incision right there, another one right here, boom, and then maybe one more right there, bam, and that is it. We have unlocked the password to the box, and bam, here we are. All right, these should be completely brand new. I mean, they're coming directly from QSP, so that's very interesting, at least from what I can tell. We have two models here. This first one being the Otter, right? Otter QS is a D2. It's interesting. It says D2, but it is a 14C 28N. Right, the camera could focus. That'll be great. 14C 28N black blade with jade G10 handles. Well, that's going to be interesting. And then we have another one right here. Again, pretty good. Brand new box here. Maybe a little something impact in this corner right there, if anything. This one is the Walrus. Right, we got sea creature naming convention going on now. The Otter and the Walrus. This one here is a D2 blade, stonewash green micarta handle. All right. So those are two interesting new models there from QSP. Let's get that checked out, shall we? All right, first let's go with the smaller guy here, 14C 28N, the Otter D2. If you guys are ready, I'm ready. Here we go. Okay. Is there anything? I don't see anything specific. What is the first way? By the way, this is the first debut of QSP in the channel here, and that's gonna be a good one. So you can see that those boxes are nice and tight. I'll tell you that, pretty tight right there. We got the little diagram there of the knife. Thank you for choosing QSP. Good stuff. We have the penguin, have a knife day going on there. Nice. We got another one right here. This one is a wolf, better knife, better life. And last but not least, here is the little guy. Okay, let's go ahead and get this all back in here, shall we? And yeah, 14C 28N and jade G10. Let's take a look. All right, here we are. Okay, first impressions, G10, right? It makes me feel like pretty similar to pretty much every G10 companies offer. Good grip on it, right? With the texture going on there. It is on that G10. It is on that jade color, which is natural G10, in case you didn't know, which means you can basically paint it or dye it whatever color you want. Okay, check out the liners, are nice and exposed, proud liners, and they have this sort of blue, anodized blue going on. So I'll tell you what, if I were to dye these jade G10 scales, I'd probably go for like a light blue or something like that, because that already goes with all the pivot hardware. Everything is sort of this anodized blue color, right, which is looking really good there. Check that out. Okay, we have a reversible pocket carry clip. It's not necessarily the deepest carry, right, but it is reversible, and it's a pretty light little knife. So without further ado, it looks like flipper is the only deployment option here. Okay, blade is nice and center. Take a look there for yourself, and well, bam, check that out. All right, of course we got some oils here and things like that from this being a brand new knife we just took out of the box. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a nice little wipe right here. Of course, this knife is going to be seeing some use over the upcoming days, right? You guys know the drill. I'm gonna be carrying this knife here for, you know, some time, gathering as much feedback as I possibly can, and then coming back to you with a comprehensive review. Okay, so firing action on this, good detent. I want to say it's pretty snappy, right? It's pretty snappy right there. It is a liner lock with, you know, decent jimping right there, good access to the liner, and easy to disengage. It is on, I want to say, it feels like it's on washers. Is it on washers? Let me see. Nope, it is on ball bearings. It just needs to break in, right? That's why I'm feeling it's a little bit, you know, resistant, not as drop shotty, but just needs to break in. It is on ball bearings from what I can see here. Yep. All right, so good snappy action on this one blade. Let's check it out. We have 14C28N black wash, and we have a Warncliffe sheep's foot. I know Warncliffes have a straight edge, right? So maybe more sheep's foot, since it does have a little bit of a belly there, right? You guys be the judge. Get the blade police out here. And ergonomically speaking, right, it is a small factor EDC. As you can tell, I have average hands, not the biggest or the smallest of hands, but I'm able to get a full grip on it. Hammer grip back here is good. No forward choke option. The flipper works as a finger guard, if you will. So you got that going for it. Jimping right here on the spine of the blade, right there, and you can go to work with this bad boy right here. Boom. All right, so very straightforward little EDC knife, I'll tell you that. Very straightforward little EDC knife. We're gonna test it out here in just a second as far as, you know, cutting performance and such, but yeah, got the action. It can work well. I can see it being a great secondary knife, depending on what you EDC carry. If you carry one knife or two knives, pretty snappy, pretty reliable. Pokey tip right there. Good for draw cuts, good for utility cuts, you know, what have you, X-Acto knife style if you wanted to. And yeah, I'm noticing right here maybe, you know, a little bit of an issue there with the plunge grind. Probably gonna drive these knives insane a little bit. Probably can get a sharpening or two without getting a smile, but eventually you might get a smile. Again, you know, it's just first observations. I'm just looking through the knife here, see what first comes to mind as I'm checking it out. It does have those steel liners, which are not milled, right? And even though they're not milled, it's actually a pretty light knife, I'll tell you that. So let's just get a quick weight on it here real quick, and let's see, it's, I want to say maybe 2.5, come on now, 2.5 2.4 ounces. How close? Yeah, that's pretty close right there. 2.4 ounces, which is good. Yeah, good lightweight EDC. Certainly not going to be heavy at all. A gym shorts sort of carry, if you will, if you're looking for something lighter than anything else that might be a little heavier. As far as the billboarding, not really much going on. We got the QSP logo, nice and tiny right here. And then we have the 14C28N on the other side. And that's that, right? Again, the model on this one is the Otter. And yeah, pretty good snappy action. And let me just give you a ballpark where this guy sort of lands right here as far as size goes. Right, we'll do the typical ones here in the channel, the PM2, the Para 3. So yeah, much shorter than the Para 3, to say the least. It is very slim, right? Very narrow profile overall. Demko AD 20.5 there. The Shark Cub. All right, it's getting closer to the Shark Cub, although still about 1/2 inch or 3/4 of an inch shorter than the Shark Cub. All right, here's your Ontario rat comparison, the rat model 1 and 2. Yeah, it makes the rat 2 look bigger by comparison, no doubt. All right, probably an inch, full inch shorter than the rat 2. And last but not least, the very popular CJRB Pyrite and the Vosteed Raccoon. Okay, you guys be the judge there, take a look. And as you can see, the Pyrite is actually the shorter one of the two between it and the Raccoon, and even then it's still larger than the Otter, right? So, you know, just comparisons there to give you a ballpark. All right, we'll be fair. We'll be fair to it. So here is the Vosteed Chipmunk, right? The Chipmunk is actually smaller than the Otter. Check it out. And we have another one, small EDC here, which is the CRKT Piet, right? The Piet has been one of my smallest EDC knives for a long time, and it actually matches pretty well there with the Otter. Right, you guys be the judge. Just want to bring out some smaller factor EDCs there to share with you that are more aligned, more so in line with the Otter. But yeah, it's definitely on the small side, right? Maybe medium, scratching barely into that medium category if anything, but mainly on the small side. We'll tell you what, these things do come in pretty oiled. I have wiped it a couple of times. The oil continues to come out. So no concerns there. They definitely want you to make sure you get a very pristine, ready to go knife that is nice and lubricated. How about that? So let's go ahead and cut some paper here with this bad boy. Without further ado, very scientific testing here. Right, it is definitely going to cut very well. Yeah, very sharp 14C28M blade, and we're bam. Yeah, this thing is going to do very well at all of your EDC tasks, that's for sure. So we know it can do paper all day, no issues. But what about some cardboard? I have some diaper box single wall cardboard going on here, which we're going to test it with. Remember, when cutting cardboard, don't cut perpendicular like this, but rather at an angle, and it's going to look something like this. Here we go. Oops. I kind of came out of that first slice right there, right? Got to be mindful of the overall cutting length that you have. But there we go, bam. There we go. Yeah, certainly a good cutter right there. Probably not the most comfortable cardboard cutter for a long period of time, but it can certainly cut a little bit of cardboard here and there. And check out that black coating. I just cut some cardboard, I wiped it off, and it is looking good as new, right? So you guys be the judge there. Rate it on the scale from 1 through 10. How sharp is this guy out of the box? Well, there you have it, guys. That is the QSP Otter, right? New model from QSP. Again, 14C28N with this particular one having JG10, but I'm sure they have other combinations available as well. I'm not entirely sure on the price on this one. Again, I'm just checking it out for the first time here out of the box, so I would certainly link it down there. I see this one being a very good budget pickup from QSP, so I don't think it's really going to be all that much money. Either way, I will be linking it in the description and the top comment for you guys to check it out. This knife and every other knife that you saw in this video will be linked down there. It does help out the channel when you use those links, but that is entirely up to you. All right, let me know, guys, in the comments. Let's hang out in the comments. Let me know what you want to know about this knife. What questions do you want answers to during the review? All that good stuff. Let's have a discussion in the comments. This will be a great time to go ahead and smash that like button if you haven't already. As usual, guys, I'm going to carry this knife for some time here, gather as much feedback as I possibly can, and then come back to you with a comprehensive review. This video is not a review, it's just a quick impression and out of the box experience, if you will, that I want to share with you guys. I'm going to carry the knife, actually experience the knife, carrying it, trying to gather as much feedback as I possibly can, and then drop a comprehensive review with everything I'm able to gather with you guys later on in the channel. So if you aren't yet subscribed, this will be a great time to smash that subscribe button. Go ahead and like the video if you haven't already. It does help out the channel reach a larger audience. And if you want to support the channel a step further, there's a link for Patreon down there. Or you can simply support the channel right here on YouTube by becoming a channel member. Guys, thank you so much. If you made it to the very end, you guys are the real MVPs. Really appreciate all of you hanging out with me here until the end of the video. Hope you guys have a fantastic end of your day, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.